Hello students of Standard 10. Welcome to DAV Moyle Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Meshra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Today we will start with a new chapter, Footprints Without Feet. In this lesson, you will come across many difficult words. Here are their meanings. Muddy, covered in or full of mud. Imprint, impress or stamp a mark or outline on a surface. Bare, not clothed or covered. Gazed, looked at steadily and intently. Remarkable, worthy of attention or striking. Sight, the faculty or power of seeing. Progressing, moving forward or onward in space or time. Fascinated, strongly attracted and interested. Fainter, barely perceptible. Bewildered, confused, very puzzled. Eject, compel someone to leave a place. Wander, walk or move in a leisurely or aimless way. Bitterly, in an angry, hurt or resentful way. Expense, the cost incurred in or required for something. Panic, feel or cause of, feel panic. The story Footprints Without Feet is written by H.G. Wells. The story is about a scientist named Griffin. He discovered the rare chemicals which can make a man invisible, but at the same time the man can be touched and felt physically. Let's read and find out how he uses or misuses his power of his own. Two boys suddenly noticed a few muddy imprints of bare feet. They started wondering what was a barefoot man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London. They also started thinking that where was the man, as he was nowhere to be seen. They suddenly saw another footmark. The man was still not visible. They started following the footprints. They followed them until the footprints became invisible. They had been following a scientist who had discovered how to make the human body transparent or invisible. It was Griffin, the scientist, who had been working for a long time to see how to make the human body invisible. Suddenly one day he consumed certain drugs which made his body invisible, though it could be felt. Griffin was a lawless person, as he had once burned down the house of his landlord who was trying to throw him out of the house. And then, as he wanted to be invisible, he had to remove his clothes and then roam around without clothes and without money. His presence was felt after he stepped in some mud, and his footprints could be seen as he walked. He easily escaped the boys who had followed him, but he had many more adventures coming up. He had chosen a bad time to wander in London, as it was winter season going on and the air was bitterly cold. He decided to stay inside a store for warmth. As he went inside the store, the closing time arrived. The doors of the store were shut and nobody was there inside. He got food to eat and wore new clothes without paying for. He became visible again as he wore shoes, overcoat and a hat. He then found cold meat and coffee in the kitchen and ate them. After that, he also had sweets and wine from the grocery shop. Then he slept on the pile of quilts kept nearby and could not wake up on time. Next morning, when the assistants came and started approaching him, he became nervous and started running away. Then the assistant started chasing him as well. He escaped only because he quickly removed his new clothes. Again, he was invisible and naked without any money in the chill of air of January. This time, he decided to try the clothing of a theatrical world, as he knew that he would surely find something there to cover his face with. He quickly reached Drury Lane, the center of the theatrical world. As he was shivering with cold, he found a shop to his need and entered it. He came out wearing bandages around his forehead, false nose, side whiskers and a hat. Then, as he did not have any money, he attacked a shopkeeper and robbed him all his money. Then he felt that London was so crowded and decided to go to a small village near Epping. He took a train and booked 2 rooms in the local inn. The event of a stranger coming and staying at the inn in the winter night was not a normal thing to happen in Epping, and everybody started talking about it because Griffin looked very strange. The landlord of the inn where Griffin stayed, Mrs. Hall, made a lot of efforts to be friendly with Griffin, but he did not want to talk. He clearly told that his reason for coming to Epping was for peace and quietness, and he did not wish to be disturbed in his work. Also, he told her that an accident had affected his face, due to which he had to cover it. The landlord's wife, Mrs. Hall, suspected that her new guest was a strange scientist and was ready to excuse his temper and habits, as he had paid her in advance. Then the time came when his money was over and he had no ready cash available for future payment at the end. Let's see in our next session what happens next in the story. Now let us quickly recapitulate what we studied today. The story is about a scientist named Griffin. He had been discovering ways which could make a man invisible and finally swallowed certain rare drugs that made him invisible. He was first noticed by 2 boys in staircase of a house, where they could see just his footsteps and started following it. They follow it until the footsteps are fainter and cannot be seen. First, as he is feeling cold, he enters a mall for some warmth. After the store shut down, he decides to wear some warm clothes and eat something. He then falls asleep on a pile of quilts. He then wakes up in the morning when some of the store assistants had seen him and started chasing him. He quickly threw away all the clothes he was wearing and became invisible again. Then he started roaming around again without any clothes in the cold winters of London. He then decides to steal clothes from a theatre company as he knew he would get something there to cover his face as well. He then steals bandages for his face, dark glasses, false nose, and a hat for covering himself. He then hits the shopkeeper and steals all his money. Soon he realizes that London is very crowded to live like this. So he decides that he would go to a remote village. He books 2 rooms in an inn at the Epping village. He reaches there, and it is strange for the people of Epping that a stranger with such a weird appearance has come to stay at inn during the winter season. Dear students, based on our today's topic, here is a short assignment for you. Have a nice day. Thank you.